It's been over 6 months since the launch of the Galaxy S24, and it seems that Samsung is gearing up to release the Fan Edition version soon. We've recently seen leaks regarding the design and features of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, and now we might have a clearer idea of its release date. According to a report from IT News, Samsung is planning to launch the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition in October 2024, with the Galaxy S16 expected to follow in December 2024. This timeline is similar to last year when the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition was released on October 4th. However, it's important to note that the S23 Fan Edition didn't reach Europe until early 2024. So we'll have to wait and see if the S24 Fan Edition will also be released in stages. The Galaxy S24 Fan Edition has also appeared again on a popular benchmark test, this time featuring the Exynos 2400 chip. This latest test confirms that the Fan Edition will use Samsung's own chip in its home country. Samsung has a history of using both Exynos and Snapdragon chips in different regions, as seen with the Galaxy S22 series and the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition. However, fans have been wondering if the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will follow the same pattern and use older chips. A benchmark test from a few months ago confirmed that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will not use older chips. Instead, it will be equipped with the same Exynos 2400 chip as the Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Plus. This makes sense since Samsung didn't release a flagship Exynos chip in 2023, making the Exynos 2400 the obvious choice. Selling a high-end phone with a 2-year-old chip would likely lead to significant criticism. Now, what about Snapdragon chips? Will the S24 Fan Edition feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in some markets or at all? While the Exynos 2400 is a solid chip, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is even better, and many Samsung fans prefer Galaxy phones with Qualcomm chips. Currently, there's no evidence of a Snapdragon version of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, so we'll have to wait and see what Samsung has in store. If a Snapdragon version does emerge, it will probably be available only in select countries like the US, Canada, and China. That's all for today. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Galaxy S24 Fan Edition? Do you think Samsung will release both Exynos and Snapdragon versions? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, subscribing to the channel would be greatly appreciated. See you in the next one. The latest Geekbench listing reveals the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition, model number SMS721B, with impressive scores of 2185 for single-core and 7030 for multi-core performance. These results surpass those of its earlier listing, and even the Exynos 2400 tests on the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus, which average 2056 for single-core and 6495 for multi-core performance. This performance trend isn't surprising, given that last year's S23 Fan Edition with the Exynos 2200 also outperformed the Galaxy S22 series. While pre-launch benchmarks may not perfectly represent final performance, it's likely that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition with the Exynos chip will offer CPU performance comparable to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 version. The Galaxy S24 Fan Edition faces the challenge of winning over customers by balancing price and features. Recently, we got a sneak peek at the S24 Fan Edition aluminum model through leaked images from David at Sleeks7. The leaked images show Samsung opting for a square design over rounded sides, aligning with this year's S24 series. This change gives the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition a more modern and sleek look. The back of the phone features a minimalist design with a triple lens camera and a flashlight, emphasizing style and functionality. On the front, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition has thick borders around the screen, with an even thicker one at the bottom. It includes a punch-hole front camera and an ear speaker at the top. The new Samsung Galaxy S24 Fan Edition measures 162.06 millimeters tall, 77.36 millimeters wide, and 8.05 millimeters thick. Compared to the previous model, which was 158.0 millimeters tall, 76.5 millimeters wide, and 8.2 millimeters thick. The new model is slightly longer, wider, and thinner. This change demonstrates Samsung's commitment to improving design while maintaining comfort and style. What are your thoughts on the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition? Let me know in the comments section. According to official images shared by Android Headlines, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will be available in 5 colors: blue, graphite, mint, silver, and yellow. Design-wise, it closely resembles the Galaxy S24, featuring flat glass panels on both the front and back, flat aluminum sides, and rounded corners. However, there's a slight difference. The Fan Edition screen will have slightly thicker bezels, especially at the bottom. The phone is expected to feature a 6.7-inch OLED display with full HD Plus resolution and a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. The screen can achieve a remarkable brightness of up to 1,900 nits, and it's protected by Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, making it durable enough for everyday use. It also comes with an IP67 rating, ensuring it's dust and water resistant. On the camera front, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition is well equipped. It includes a 10-megapixel front camera for selfies, a 50-megapixel main rear camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and an 8-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. These specs suggest that the Fan Edition will be a strong contender in mobile photography. Under the hood, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition is expected to be powered by the Exynos 2400 processor in most regions, while the US version might feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip. While the exact RAM and storage options haven't been confirmed, it's likely to offer 12 GB of RAM and either 256 GB or 512 GB of storage. The battery capacity is set at 4,565 mAh, which Samsung claims will provide up to 78 hours of audio playback and 29 hours of video playback on a single charge. The device is expected to ship with Android 14-based One UI 6.1 and could receive Android OS updates for up to 7 years. In terms of other features, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will include stereo speakers, an under-display fingerprint reader, 5G connectivity, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, and a USB Type-C port. The phone is also expected to support 25 GUI fast wired charging, wireless charging, and reverse wireless charging. Last year's Galaxy S23 Fan Edition saw a price increase in many markets, so it's possible that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will be priced around $649 in the US. But what do you think? Is the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition a worthy upgrade? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.